Hello, Hayley backwards here. Marvels I tried to pull off this screencast in one take. So what am I going to teach you today? How to use the lovely say command. This only works on a Mac that I know of. I have no idea, maybe it works elsewhere if it's called the say command. So, say, if you do that, it will use the built-in voice, which for some reason is German. Wie geht es dir?
Wie geht es dir?
Which, so, the first fail, that's bad. So the first thing you might want to know is how to do a different voice, and I happen to know this offhand. I'll show you how to get the list, though. Say -V for voice. Alex is the famous American one, where it's funny if you make him speak German.
Wie geht es dir?
Wie geht es dir? Yeah. So, obviously, lesson number 1, it only speaks the language it speaks, or something. So, first helpful command, first helpful command, man say. And just go through that and read the manual. And that's where you'll see like a lot of these examples. So, for instance, one of them is say -V, blah, 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 blah. So that gives you a list of the voices you have installed and what the language is. And then apparently like gives you a sample sentence to remind you like boing, spring is sprung, full of blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, winter's hell and it's colder than usual. I think that is funny. Anyway, so what we're going to do is if you're like lonely or bored or both or something, I'm going to teach you how to make all the voices on your computer say your name. So the first thing is you could talk to it interactively, like you saw that say, and let's see if it's can pronounce.
Hayley.
No, it can't pronounce my name. And I have a French voice. What is it? Virginie? That's funny too to me.
Hayley.
So I had to spell it the French way.
Hayley.
Hayley. Then it's very French. By the way, I'm doing Control C to get out of that. Control D would actually probably be more appropriate.
Kaka.
Lovely. Yeah. So I've totally lost my train of thought. Fun screencast. So the first thing what we're going to do is we need to get a list of all of the voices that are built in. So you saw that, say -V, blah, blah, blah. So, and what we're going to do is pipe things out to it in the form of name goes here. So next step is we need just the name. We don't want any of this information. So, say -V, question mark thingamajig. Now we're going to run it through the cut command. -D is for delimiter, and here's where I specify my delimiter, and in this case it's space. Now you might, where's an example? Good news. There's an example of a name with a space. But, so it's only going to chop off the word good, because look, hey, there's a space right there. But, because I know this from personal experience, you don't have to you just specify the first word of the voice. So, let's see. Oh yes, and then -F1 for field 1. So, there you have the list of names. So that's step 1. So let me just demonstrate good to you so you believe me. Say -V good, its full name is Good News. Hello there, I have no idea.
Hello there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so we have this command. And then what we're going to want to do is to pipe, I don't know if that's the official terminology, but we're going to send this list of things out to command. So this is where I always get confused. I say, for voice in, and this is a back tick. I think that's what that's called. It's on American keyboard or whatever. I don't know. It's next to the 1. But look up backtick if that is indeed what it's called. So for voice in, hey, whatever this command sends to the thing, I think it's a semicolon do. First, whenever I'm writing a for loop, I generally like to make sure that I actually wrote it appropriately. So we're just going to have it do echo voice. That's going to print, it's going to basically do the same exact thing that has done. And then done completes the for loop. Let's make sure it worked. If it didn't, oh my god, but it worked, that's fantastic. So we know that that's fantastic, or something, I have no idea. Anyway, yes, so step 2 We'll go ahead and leave the echo in, because that might be beneficial. Now we're going to actually pipe this to the say command. So, say-v, and then voice name. And I don't think you have to put it in quotes, but I'm going to put it in quotes anyway. So what this is going to do, let's go through it. So for each voice, so like Julie, Junior, Kathy, blah, 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 and that it gets this list out of this. Oh, sorry. Out of this, there you go. It's going to echo the voice to the screen, and then it's going to run it through the say command and say my name.
Hayley.
Hayley.
It's fantastic. So, next thing you need to know how to kill it. Control C.
Hayley.
These all suck. That's good.
Hayley.
Anyway, yeah, so there you go. That's how you do it. So let's look at it again. For voice in, blah, 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 blah. That was helpful, wasn't it? Do that. Yeah. And then, by the way, I'm just using the up arrow if you're not familiar with the terminal. That's how you get the last one. Anyway, so I hope that was helpful or something. And I also hope that the screen recorded properly. And now we get to find out that it didn't. Bye for now.